A steady rally on Wall Street is resting on market optimism. The US dollar is regaining footing on Monday, and the Canadian dollar is trading steadily against its American rival. Bitcoin is trading marginally higher. Futures on the benchmark US stock indices are growing on Monday amid optimism around a new stimulus bill for the US economy. Besides, traders are anticipating a season of corporate reports by leading US companies. Futures on the Dow Jones edged up 0.03%, Nasdaq rose 1.44%, the S&P 500 gained 0.48%. Wall Street has been extending a rally for the fourth session in a row. Traders still hope that the U.S. lawmakers are about to pass a new stimulus package. Earlier in October, U.S. President Donald Trump postponed the talks with the Democrats on extra financial aid for the U.S. economy until the presidential election is over. However, later the White House confirmed that the talks are still in progress. Donald Trump advocates for the package of $1.8 trillion, but House Speaker Nancy Pelosi insists on a bigger amount of $2.4 trillion. The presidential election slated for November the 3rd assures Congress to hurry up with the stimulus measures amid the growing likelihood that Democratic nominee Joe Biden will win the election. Besides, investors are shifting focus towards the season of corporate financial reports, which is due this week. Tomorrow, investors are alert to the records of the two large banks, JP Morgan and Citigroup. There's a hope that American companies have been able to meet the challenge and will report upbeat corporate earnings. If so, strong reports will support their stocks. In the early New York trade, the US dollar index advanced 1% against its six rivals to trade at 93.10. The euro-dollar pair is 0.1% down. The dollar-yen pair also slipped 0.1%. The pound-dollar pair is trading sideways, while the risk-exposed Australian versus the US dollar pair declined 0.2%. On Friday, the US dollar was weighed down as investors were betting on new stimulus measures. However, standoff between the lawmakers is still going on. The Democrats affirmed that the package size suggested by Donald Trump is not enough. At the same time, the Republicans are unwilling to let the federal debt balloon. The US dollar versus the loonie pair is gyrating at around 1.3 with price swings of 10%. This proves stability of the Canadian dollar. On Monday, Bitcoin is trading marginally higher, heading for the level of $12,000 per token. According to CoinMarketCap, computing a median price on the grounds of data from over 20 crypto exchanges, today Bitcoin grew 0.21% to $11,384. The number one cryptocurrency gained 0.34% to trade at $11,389 on Binance, the largest crypto exchange in terms of a trade volume. Co-founder of the Gemini crypto exchange foresees that a tsunami of institutional investors is about to flood the crypto market. Citing his words, a few large companies have already invested in Bitcoin. On October 8, the Square payment firm established by Twitter founder, as well as the MicroStrategy, a provider of analytical software, purchased bitcoins to the amount of $425 million. Global macro investor CEO Raoul Pal invested more than 50% of his capital in Bitcoin, betting on its stellar rally to $1 million within 5 years. He also believes that the crypto market will be flooded by institutional investors who realize that the economic recovery in the wake of the pandemic will last longer than expected. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and subscribe to our YouTube channel to always keep track of all the latest financial events together with us on InstaTV. See you back tomorrow. Bye.